So, dude, you tried out Tinder yet? That's Jeff, my work buddy, asking me. Dude, what's Tinder? He looks at me shocked and begins to explain. Come on, man, you know what it is. It's the dating thing you get on your phone. You just download it, set up a profile, skim through the girls until you find a good looking one. Well, I guess it sounds simple enough. It's not like I'm going to have any luck here, at the bookies. My workplace, that is. It's a dead zone and maybe even a reminder of what I have to avoid becoming, a reanimated corpse. Repeating the same tedious routine. Well, I guess not all of these guys are that bad. They all have their own stories. Anyway, back on track. We're talking about me going back on the dating scene. Fuck it, man, I'll give it a go. Jeff smiles, reassuring me. It's not like they're going to be as crazy as your ex, man, come on. So I look it up and download it to my phone, when Jeff decides to take my phone off me and explains that he knows what he's got to do. So I take it upon myself to deal with the next customer, until Jeff calls my name and I turn my head to realise he has taken a photo of me. Irritating dick. He begins laughing and hands my phone with what appears to be a very awkward looking profile setup. Later that night, I take a look through the girls, swiping left, left, right, left, right. This goes on until I feel my eyes becoming heavy, the warmth of my bed encouraging my mind to shut down. I set off to get myself ready for bed. It's always coldest just before you crash out for some reason. So I shut off the light and jump back in my bed, in my crummy old flat, engulfed in a somewhat soothing darkness. My eyes grow warmer, heavier until, without realising, I'm gone. I wake up upon hearing my phone shaking next to the hard wood of my bedside cabinet. I notice several notifications. One a text, and another a notification from Tinder. So I open the text first. It's her, my ex, Kirsty. I open it. It says, "It's been months now. Can't we forget the past and just move on together? I love you, and I know you love me." Well, first off, she's my ex, considering she is a lying, manipulative cheat, and since her and I have developed sharp senses for that kind of person. I reply to her with simply, "No chance, bitch. I'm happy without you." So I bring up Tinder to find I have a couple of matches already, which seems to be pretty quick. I scroll through, 3 pretty average looking girls, but quite nice, but if not a little identical, beside the last one, named Lilith, a pale girl with bright big eyes, with an innocent yet kinda naughty look, plus she is supposedly only 6 miles away. So I decide to hit her up and kick things off. I know it sounds weird, but sometimes you feel you can really identify someone just by their smile, and this guy has a really nice feel to her, much unlike my ex. Later that day, I'm at work again. My phone is under the counter as I run by my duties. Probably not the best idea leaving it near Jeff again, but hey, it worked out last time he did. It's when I take back to the counter and see him again with my phone in his hands He begins reading out things onto my phone. It's messages from Lilith, embarrassingly enough. Dude, Lilith? Hey man, she's hot. Big improvement, man. What did I tell you? I know what's best for you, man. Imagine how Kirsty will react when she hears that you've moved on. No, Jeff, I say, taking back my phone. I have moved on, and she is out of my life. I don't need that crazy girl involved in my life anymore. Jeff, of course, doesn't listen to what I said. Later that night, it started again. The text messages. She tried phoning numerous times too. To hell I was going to answer, but that only causes her to bombard me with more texts and calls. Who's Lilith, Harry? Who is she? Answer me, Harry. Why are you doing this to us? Why won't you answer me? I'm not mad, I promise. I wasn't sure what he exactly told her, besides Lilith's name. But come on, it's none of her business, or Jeff's, the damn douchebag. I just blanked her and continued messaging Lilith over the next couple of days. Fortunately, my ex had no idea where I live or work at the moment, so I felt safe physically at least. And Lilith and I really have started to hit it off. And it wasn't long until she invited me to come to her place for a sort of dinner date. Though just like before, it didn't take long for my ex to discover this, and that I was using Tinder. Shortly after, she found Lilith, and again bombarded me with text messages, claiming that I made a bad choice, that Lilith was bad news, and then she acted like she was my only hope, for one who can save me. She was determined that Lilith was the bad guy. The following weekend, I begin my ritual like I guess many of us would. I empty my wardrobe in contempt of finding the right outfit, drench my flesh in cologne, but I just couldn't shake off the previous evening. I'd had enough of my ex's interfering and decided it had reached the point beyond ridiculous, and onto the brink of a controlling stalker. I agreed to meet her, and the whole time I had this heavy weight over me. My back pricked, like cold spikes, echoing discomfort. I told Kirsty to back off, to which she did not take very well. Grabbing my arm, she pulled me towards her, her crazed eyes piercing into my skull. Harry, you don't understand. I just want you to be safe. I just want you to be happy, she exclaimed through her teeth, nodding her head. I felt she was trying a new manipulation technique, and I loosened her hand from my arm. Her eyes wide, and her face shadowed by her dishevelled black hair. She looked unhinged. I backed away all the while, looking over my shoulder, seeing her shadow blend into the nearing distance. Again, the entire way home, and since I cannot shake off that heavy feeling, the sense of dread and vulnerability. She knows everything about me, everything, and everyone I hold dear. I had no idea what she was capable of after last night, and I really hope I don't find out. I considered even cancelling on Lilith. It wouldn't be fair to let an innocent girl into this macabre drama that is my life. But also I can't let my ex control me anymore, which is why I decided I'm going to Lilith's. It's taking a while to find the place. After a while, like it does when you don't know an area well, everywhere seems to look the same. Eventually, I arrive at Lily's place. I approach the large white front door and swing her cast iron door knocker twice. I begin to look around behind me. That heavy feeling, it's gone. It's all but nerves now. A moment passes and there's no answer. Then I feel my phone vibrate. It's a text from Lilith, directing me to let myself in. So I turn the doorknob and enter the house. I'm met by a long hallway, with stairs leading up towards the left. Further on, a warm light. I walk towards the light to where I guess I'll find Lilith. "Hey you," I hear a soft feminine voice coming from the room. The dining room open plan to a kitchen, and there, prepping our meal, with her long dark hair, pale skin, as she turned facing me, I paused, overcome by meeting her for the first time in person. "Like what I'm wearing?" she asked. I regained my focus. "Yeah, I swear I saw that outfit somewhere, but yeah, déjà vu." She smiled at me, her bright seductive eyes fixing me in place. She signalled for me to sit down, as she walked towards me with 2 glasses of red wine in hand. She sat down, handing me a glass, and spends her time eyeing me up and biting her bum lip, like she's looking at me like a piece of meat. I'm not complaining. She's fine herself, so I return the favour. We continue on drinking and chatting, exchanging lustful eyes, before she gets up to check on the meal. I then begin telling her that it smells great and kind of exotic, which in turn Lilith giggled in agreement. I get up realising I need the bathroom, to which Lilith directs me to the stairs and tells me to use the second door on the left. As I navigate to the bathroom, I hear a faint bump coming from a barely lit room. Entering the room, my eyes take a moment to adjust until I hear another bump coming from what looks to be something like a closet. My eyes still not fully adjusted, though I make out a red light through the wooden slats in the closet doors. I reach my hand out and slowly pull the doors outward. The wall in front of me is littered with photographs of random men around about my age, and each striked out in a dark red paint with letters written into words: grilled, roasted, fried, and then a picture of me, unmarked. Another bump is coming from on the floor in front of me. I look down to see the floor covered in these filled black bin bags. I lift each one away and push them aside, revealing naked flesh, bloodied flesh. I then recognise this crimson body. It's Kirsty. stretching out her dirtied, bandaged, bloody stumps, all four of them in a terrifying flaying blur, her eyes rolling back in unison, a creak of the floorboard. I feel and taste an inhuman breath on my neck as a sharp prick pulls from my neck. The darkness ensues my purpose. I realise that now I am nothing more than meat.
Hey guys, this is Billy James from Night Terror Films. We hope you enjoyed that nightmare. There are many more to follow. So join the Night Terrors and subscribe. Just remember, the only thing worse than a nightmare is waking up.